football. It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, this is my official David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant post-fight review, and great fight. Respect to both of them. The result of the fight is a David Benavidez 12-round UD. Now, let's talk about it. The fight went almost how myself and many people thought it would go. Like, Caleb Plant came out boxing very well. I thought he did a great job earlier in the fight using that lead left-hand probe to kind of get David Benavidez to commit. And then as Benavidez would commit, he was able to kind of just maneuver him how he wanted to, right? But then, you know, I always said the key part of the fight was going to be round 6 through 8 because that's where the rubber was ultimately going to meet the road. And Caleb Plant was had to get through those rounds in great fashion to really win this fight. Now, that didn't happen. Benavidez started beating the piss out of Caleb Plant probably around like round 7. Basically from round 7 to 12. And beat the fight out of him. And it got to a point where Caleb Plant just was in there surviving. There was a lot of holding. I mean, for not for nothing, if those of you who've been watching me for a long time, you may know, like, when Andre Ward fought, I wasn't the biggest Andre Ward fan in the world. And that's putting it lightly. But I ain't seen as much holding since the days of Andre Ward. Caleb Plant, I think, was very fortunate that he had a very lenient ref in Kenny Bayless that allowed him to hold and hug when he saw fit. So because of that, I think it helped him get to the finish line and go the distance to David Benavidez. But ultimately, you saw that the results all over his face. The results are all over his expressions. David Benavidez beat the piss out of him. So shout out to David Benavidez. To me, this is like a star. His breakout performance, because for a long time he hasn't been able to get those fights against, like, the top guys. For whatever the case may be, I have my theories, you have your theories, but he hasn't got them till now. And when the time came, he ultimately performed. So respect to him. He beat Caleb Plant, who at this moment in time is, not many guys better than Caleb Plant you could beat at 160 at this moment. So he's got a big win on his record. The cheers for the what's the word I'm looking for here? The boxing world is clamoring for the Canelo fight even more now. Like that's growing louder. And now the question becomes ultimately, like, can David Benavidez beat Canelo? Now, tonight's performance was great. I respect Benavidez. I think he showed tonight that he's a bit more than a flat-footed Mexican fighter that everyone says he is. Because there were times in this fight where he used that reach of his to outbox Caleb and things like that. So he's not just some flat-footed Mexican. But I think the Canelo fight is going to be a different type of fight for him. Canelo Alvarez has seen every style there is to see. Canelo Alvarez is a fighter that's a master counterpuncher, great defensively, granite chin. So it's a fight where I think, there's going to be some things that obviously favor Benavidez, where, it's a fight that he's going to like more because Canelo Alvarez is going to be right there in the pocket with him. But with some of those things Benavidez likes, they're also going to come more danger because you have a guy that's a very educated counterpuncher and can hit that body with hard, aggressive counterpunches himself in Canelo. So I think it's a great fight. For me personally, we'll see how Canelo looks against Ryder. I'm not the most, like I think Canelo should beat Ryder, but Ryder is going to give Canelo a fight. Like, no doubt about it for me. I'm not like most of you guys out there. I think John Ryder is going to be a better fighter than people think. Much better than, at least, than Saunders and Smith. No doubt about it. So we'll see how it looks in that fight. If he can win that fight and look impressive doing it, then we'll see what happens. Obviously, Canelo right now, even if he beats Ryder, in his mind, he has a much bigger fish to fry. He wants some get back. He wants to fight Bivol, which you can't blame him for wanting to fight Bivol after the boxing lesson he got from Bivol schooled him. As we said here on True School Sports, Canelo got exposed by Bivol. He got beat up. He got outboxed. He got beat up so badly that he had to go see a psychiatrist after the fight. It was bad for Canelo Alvarez. So he's a proud man. He's a proud champion. He's accomplished a lot in his career. Of course he's going to want that fight. But obviously if he can't get that fight and Bivol, let's say somehow the stars line and Bivol goes and fights Beterbiev, then Benavidez should be, get in that fight. And if he gets that fight, that's going to be his chance to really break out and become the fighter that a lot of people think that he is. So hopefully it happens. But as far as Caleb Plant, that's his second loss in 3 fights. You know, one to Canelo, then the win against Darrell, and then now tonight against Benavidez. Where does he go from here? I mean, let's look at it, man. 168 is becoming a very tough division. You got Andre, who's in the division that PBC just signed. You got Jamal Charlo, who's expressed to move up to the weight class, who I think Caleb might wind up fighting. You got David Morrell, who just he damn near beat someone to death, literally, in his last fight. You got a lot of fighters, man, and I know I'm blanking out. I'm missing a couple guys. I can't think right now, but you know, it's getting to that point where it's like you got to ask yourself the question: will Caleb Plant ever touch a belt in the 168 division? And honestly, to be honest with you, if I'm being honest, and I didn't even mention Christian and Billy, who, by the way, Benavidez might have to fight, because if Canelo fights Bivol, right, or somebody else not named Benavidez after Ryder, if he beats Ryder, then that means that Benavidez will probably be ordered to fight in Christian and Billy, the Canadian contender that just won the fight against Carlos Congoro this week. So there's a lot of moving pieces at 168. But nonetheless, tonight was the night of the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. He showed you what he was about. He showed you that he will beat you up and fold you up. But you got to be someone like Caleb Plant, you know, someone that you know, is made out of different material to go the distance with him. So we'll see what happens. Now, honestly, with me, and this will be my last statement, 168 is great, but I really am anxious to see Benavidez at 175, because I feel like he's very big for this weight class. And I want to see what he would do against the likes of guys like Beterbiev and Bivol and those kind of guys, you know. Because then it wouldn't just be about how big he is and his punch volume. Then he'd have to actually beat guys on skills and things like that. And I would be intrigued to see how that goes for him. So, yeah. Shout out to David Benavidez and Caleb Plant. Great night of boxing. Great fight. We waited a long time for it, and it was definitely worth the wait. So, yeah, shout out to both men for getting in the ring and putting the reputation on the line. They definitely both, I think, enhanced reputations. And, yeah, I'll leave it at that. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So, until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.